Hello, good afternoon, beautiful soul family. This is Robbie from Guided by Fire. Oh my goodness. I hope you all are doing well and very well today. We got some really nice warm weather out. And interesting that we had some really powerful shifts, and everybody's went through it in some way, shape, or form. And it started with definitely the 6-6 portal, which was really a pretty powerful portal. And the sixth portal of the year, and it was manifestations. And it was at the point, realizing from January up until June that things were going to definitely change around for the better. And probably before that, you could have been going through a detox of some sort, physical, emotional, and spiritual, and releasing and letting go of some things or things that no longer served you. Whatever you were letting go. And then after that, 3 days later, was where and even with the energies constantly changing rapidly, where Jupiter moved into Cancer and was in transit from Taurus, and that was an interesting shift. And you could have been needing a lot of rest and a lot of relaxation, rejuvenation, re-energizing. You could have been taking also a lot of naps before the full moon. And yesterday was the peak of the full moon. We're still in the full moon energy. And I was going to do this reading yesterday, but I was in no way, shape, or form to do anything. Especially we're in this energy of the full moon in Sagittarius. And it's a really sharp full moon, the strawberry moon. And this has not happened in 18 years. No, 12 years. And this full moon is about, releasing like every other full moon, but specifically this was releasing the old you completely. And as I am addressing the Empress, the Divine Empress, the Divine Feminine, because you are the spiritual leader of light, and you're not just the spiritual leader of light in your connection, you are the spiritual leader of light, period, everywhere you go. And as your light is shining brighter and nothing is dimming it, your light, you've been letting go things that no longer serve you, but it was also letting I can't even speak, but letting go of the old you completely. So there was also a portal that had opened at the same time yesterday with the peak of the full moon. And Sagittarius is that archer with that bow and arrow, where that arrow was being pulled back and it was going to catapult you today into the brand new year. So you probably all have woke up feeling like a completely different person, and yesterday and the day before feeling this complete empty void. And I went through this empty void where it was confusion, not knowing where you're going, where your journey is going, or what's going to happen, or what was even going to unfold. And this full moon was releasing everything and anything that was no longer an energetic vibrational match, that was the old you, go. And that included old energies that were old conditioning, programming, and beliefs, a lot of ancestral stuff. It was a final let go. And this year of the wood snake is final let goes, and it is the year of the number 9 and completion of a cycle. And I was sitting at the table eating breakfast, and there was no wind or breeze. My gate door just automatically shut. And I knew, I was like, oops, another cycle has been closed. And I said, I wonder what cycle. And My spirit team, the angels and my guides said, oh, you'll know what cycle that's closed. And just had to realize, okay, go with the flow. It'll be revealed to you. There's been obviously an increase in messages and music coming in rapidly. It could have, yesterday, you could have probably saw some synchronicities, a number synchronicities, or they could have stopped completely. But yesterday, that void energy or feeling was also like, okay, everything feels empty, but not lonely. And if you were going through some physical ascension symptoms, it's because your physical body was holding on to old energies, waiting to be released. So you could be feeling a relief from that. A lot of heart chakra activation, but expansion. And that is to be open to receiving more. Because more is what's to come. And also that was being open to unconditional love and being in gratitude. And one of the things with the heart chakra activation, even if you didn't feel any chest pressure or any, and a lot of emotions came up for myself and probably everybody, but they probably were short-lived, or they were so short-lived that they only lasted for like maybe a few minutes. And it's because you're not holding on to any of this anymore. All of it's being finally released. And I kept getting the word this morning, finally. So, you've stepped into the brand new you today. And if you were tearful or not crying or just tearful, it was you mourning the old you and letting it go to move forward. And what everybody is releasing is anything that has held you back from moving forward and expanding, because you are meant for more. And also with the heart chakra expansions, it's definitely being in gratitude for everything that you have in the present moment, but it's also teaching you to be in gratitude from your heart space. Not just saying, for example, thank you just because somebody did something for you, but a heartfelt thank you and a heartfelt gratitude for them and a heartfelt gratitude for yourself and for everything that's there with you. So, we are going to get some cards from the Moonology Oracle deck and what is happening with this full moon in Sagittarius, even though we're still in the energy. The energy is going to last until late Friday. So, as you see, probably starting today, you could have opportunities coming through. And I just had a couple of them this morning. Actually, 3. I don't even know what I'm saying. I didn't realize it. But let's get some messages, and we will get some messages from the Divine Emperor as they're going through the same awakening or reawakening like you are. And you are the same energy and same soul. And these are things that are preparing you. So from the 6-6 portal and the full moon in Sagittarius, things are going to do a flip around and a complete change. And it's going to be now an extremely powerful time between now and the 7-7 Sirius Gateway portal and the Lion's Gate portal this year. It's going to be extremely powerful. That energy is going to start coming in probably at least a day before the energetic opening ceremony, which is July 22nd, the beginning of Leo season, and the Lionsgate portal, the Galactic New Year, ends August 12th. So we got 2 cards that just came out. Yeah, taking time to breathe out, disseminating moon. And you see how this moon is shining, you know, in such a beautiful cloudy sky, but you could see and feel the air being maybe thick energy I'm getting. So taking the time to breathe out during any tension. And yes, wow, the full moon in Capricorn, and we're in the full moon of Sagittarius. So this is really a pretty clear message that the ending of a tough cycle is approaching. So between now and the next full moon in July, the next full moon is the full moon in Capricorn, the full buck moon. This is where when this full moon comes in, this is the end completely of a tough cycle, and the ending of this tough cycle is approaching. And you've been working hard on yourself, bringing in more awareness of what cycles need to be closed out and completed. So this is actually saying by this full moon in Capricorn that comes next, the next new moon is in Cancer. This full moon is going to be feeling obviously much different, but this is where all these tough cycles that you've been going through, that have been challenging to close out cycles, they're going to be finally closed on this full moon, where it's just going to start to feel like things are finished, done, completed, over with, and there's no turning back. So between this full moon in Sagittarius and Capricorn is going to be a really powerful time. And it's catapulting you forward. So whatever is meant to fall off will be falling off. And it's going to fall off with ease and grace between now and then. And this is going to be, this full moon in Capricorn is going to feel like a completely new renewal, new beginning. Even though this full moon is getting rid of things that no longer serve you, but this full moon will be very, very powerful, because this is going to be, all cycles are going to start to come to a major closeout. And there's going to be a lot of things, a lot of cycles will be completed by this full moon in Capricorn. So this is some really important messages. Yeah, definitely take the time to breathe out and bring yourself into the present moment. And Capricorn, we have a lot of earth energy here. And this is also going to be feeling like a very grounding full moon. So, make sure you're definitely out in nature, but you may want to either lean up against a tree or hug a tree and just allow things to release. Whatever needs to be released. It could be material things by this full moon that's no longer serving you, being letting go. You could be still decluttering from now until then. You could be decluttering until there's nothing left to declutter, but we always have something to declutter. You could be decluttering material things on this full moon. Interesting, we're going to see what happens. And again, that resonates with my gate door closing automatically yesterday. So, and I was like, I kept getting, I said, Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. And then I said, the full moon in Capricorn. And look at this. So let's see what else wants to come out. Let's see what else wants to come out. So this is what could be the ending of the tough cycles are approaching. There could be lots of karmic cycles that have ended already. And some of those karmic cycles could have been very, very tough to let go of. Either you didn't let go of them, or they were being held on to, or just the energy of them, because this is where you'll be, with this full moon in Sagittarius, you'll be stepping way far out of your comfort zone. Yeah, surrender to the divine. Full moon again, releasing. And it almost fell. That's a sign it could be a tower moment someplace. But surrendering to the divine, allowing things to unfold, allowing things to be released, and just know and trust you're not alone. And your guides are here to help you release this. Yeah, be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon. And the full moon in Sagittarius is moving you forward to take inspired action. And you could be the one making the first move in a lot of things that you're manifesting at this time. Definitely, this is the energy of the Divine Emperor being bold and making the first move. So if you've been in a no contact situation, they're going to be making the first move. Okay, a lot of them right now are releasing a lot of fear, releasing a lot of going over things in their mind. They're also releasing perfection, could be. They're going to definitely be bold and make the first move. Yeah, wow, on the bottom of the deck, not gonna lie, came up, luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. Wow. So even with this full moon in Sagittarius, this card is new moon in Sagittarius, luck is going to now be on your side within the next day, and so on and so forth for everything. Because now when we've reached the 6-6 portal, it was time to now manifest and expand and be open to receiving, being open to unconditional love, being open to gratitude, being open to spiritual gifts, being open to spiritual ascension, being open to new friendships, being open to new soul family members or expanding soul family members. Could be a lot of things expanding. Yeah, bringing love, new moon in Aquarius, bringing love into the situation. Yeah, absolutely. This full moon and with the 6-6 portal is about bringing love and putting love into the situation, especially with communication. And that's really, really important. That's coming up with communication with whomever and whoever you need to communicate with. Putting love into that situation, but absolutely filling up your own cup and putting love into yourself to put love into that situation is really important. And this is where you will see things in a higher way. And it could be communication with anybody or anyone. And once you put love into the situation, it will always come back to you on an equal give and take. And this is about putting love into yourself and in the situation and in your connection, and trust that all will be well. You will attract more things with the honey than with vinegar. So this is also a reminder right here, is to watch how you speak to yourself. Okay? Which is really important, because you watch your thoughts, watching how you speak to yourself. Because if you speak to yourself with unconditional love, you will be able to put love into the situation just like that. Yeah. Wow, another card said, look at the bigger picture. Yeah, full moon in Sagittarius. And this is what this full moon is about. Looking at the bigger picture, seeing things in a higher way, seeing things at different angles and different perspectives. And once you start seeing past the illusions, you will see things, and you will look at things, I can't get it out. You will look at the bigger picture. Okay? And with this full moon in Sagittarius, you may be getting a lot of answers to things from the past. And it is a final answer of anything or everything that has happened as to why they have happened. And a lot of those answers are coming to you from deep within. And many of you are in the surrender stage in your journey. Many of you are in the inner union with your journey. Your inner union is just being strengthened more and more. And, keeping things balanced, keeping things on an equal give and take. Anything that is not in balance or an equal give and take is no longer serving you, and you're just letting it fall off. And this full moon in Sagittarius, between yesterday and Friday, things will just fall off easily and effortlessly. You're not going to be missing a darn thing that was old. You're definitely not going to be missing the old you. And the final card that's come out here, showing the world the real you. Yeah, full moon in Aquarius. Showing up as the real you. Showing up as your authentic self. And, and Aquarius is also about being free, letting go of the ego. It's also letting go of negative thinking. It is also communicating And it's also a fixed air sign. And you see how this a lot of purple energy. So you've been working on healing certain things of being and focusing on and showing the world the real you. That is part of shining your light bright, the real you. And sometimes, your light can blind people, and when your light and energy can blind people, they can get triggered. And just know and trust that if those people are triggered by your energy, what you say, what you do, by showing up as the real you, it's because something has come up to be healed within them. So we've already gone through it, and we already do go through it. So wow, amazing messages. Really beautiful messages. So things are changing and flipping around right quickly because the Sagittarius, that Archer, is very, very fast. Fast and precise. So, let's get some cards from the Moonology Manifestation Oracle deck. Because as soon as, even though we go through the full moon to release, but we always have to manifest something. We have to manifest something new. We have to manifest things with our creativity. When the Kundalini rises and something gets creative, it's what brings things into fruition, and it's also when the Kundalini rises, it's about having fun as well. You could be creating, you don't necessarily have to be an artist, but creating, different ways of doing things, creating different routines, creating different ways of declutter, whatever it is. So this just came out real fast. Wow. First quarter moon in Sagittarius. Yes. This 2 cards came out from the other Moonology deck. Believe in your good luck. And believe in yourself. Because if you believe in yourself, you will be believing in your own good luck. And things are moving forward. Things are falling into place better than planned. Okay? The past 6 months, a lot of us were going through between February and April, pretty much one of the longest dark nights of the souls, where a lot of things needed to be released and healed. I mean, still things are, but things that were no longer serving us, anything old, as that was preparing us for the other half of this year. And also believing in your good luck is believing in everything that you manifest will be coming to you in the perfect divine timing. And even though, Sagittarius is about taking inspired action, but also taking inspired action not in any lower energy, and detaching from it. Yeah, new moon in Libra, know you are loved, know that you are safe. So if you are going through a bit of a challenge or challenges, just know you are loved and safe and supported during any challenge, and that you are never alone. You don't even need to speak to anybody, and you will be receiving this love and support. Not just from your spirit team, your guides, from your soul family. They already feel your energy on the 5D. Yeah, new moon in Gemini, think it through. This is really important that came out. Yeah. Think things through. Give things a little bit more of a thought first. Not overanalyzing it, but thinking things through before any decision is being made. Remember, when you take inspired action, like the Sagittarius, like that Archer, the Archer always takes action, and they think things through and where they're going to shoot at their target. Yeah, new moon. Wow, bottom of the deck, new moon and Scorpio, go deeper. Yeah, this is really important. And this is an interesting card because it's a fixed water sign with a waterfall. Okay, and waterfalls are very healing. The sounds of being around them. But waterfalls are about water flowing and releasing. Like this waterfall flowing into a pool and this greenery, and it's cool. And definitely with this new moon and Scorpio card, there's a lot of grounding and greenery. So water and being grounded at this time is really, really important, and this will help you Go deep within for all the answers you need. Not all the answers are going to come to you at once, but they will come to you. And it's also about going deeper when making decisions, thinking it through. Go deeper. Any decisions that you need to make, and breathing through the tension and staying grounded and near water. So this has got, you have a lot of earth and water energy here. You need to, yeah, definitely going deeper. Yeah, and having patience. And last quarter moon in Aries, working through your feelings at this time. So we have even more fire energy. Allowing yourself to feel what you need to feel. And being able to release it, let it go, and move on. And you see how she's in the distance here? She has something in her hand. It could be a crystal. And she's walking toward this moon. She's moving on and she's leaving the past behind. So yeah, definitely go deeper and working through your feelings at this time. That's coming up. That's what came on the board. And the last message here, the bottom of the deck, full moon in Libra, finding a balance. And this is air energy. Again, more earth energy in the background. Even the Aries card has, even though this is fire, has earth energy in the background. This has earth energy in the background. So you got 3 cards, Aries, Libra, and Scorpio, with a lot of earth energy. So this is telling you to stay grounded with everything and stay in the present moment. Now, not everybody can stay grounded every 5 seconds. But finding that balance, you need to stay grounded right at this time. And it is very, very crucial because now you've been manifesting. And a lot of you that were in silence like I was, and it was a bit confusing, even though there was a void yesterday, you might have thought there was healing being done. There was healing being done, but it is also making careful decisions of what you do want and not what you don't want. So when we manifest sometimes, a lot of times we need to be in silence just to manifest, to keep our thoughts positive, and to continuously, speak them into existence. The rest is the divine's job. How it's done, when it's done, or where it comes from is not our job. So we're definitely yesterday, the old you, the old us that was releasing perfection and expectations. It's not going to always turn out exactly the way we planned, but it always turns out better than what we planned. So those are those messages. Wow. So, because a lot of us were manifesting yesterday. So let me get, so with the change of the planets, I'm going to bring out some cards from the Zodiac Oracle. What we need to know. I haven't pulled this one out in a while, but I was guided to. Let's see what this change of planets is happening for us. I read these intuitively, so we'll see what's going to come up with this Jupiter in Cancer, this full moon in Sagittarius. I know it sounded like the most confusing full moon yesterday. Probably you don't know what was happening to you. Some of us were going through a deep purge. It was a deep purge of the old us. So let's see what wants to come out. Let's see if we have any messages here. Nice clear message. Angels, ancestors, galactic. Ooh, there is one that wanted to come out. Ooh. Leo. Wow. More fire. And we have a number 5, and it's about change. And you could have been starting to see 5s again. 555, 5555. A tremendous amount of change is about to take place. You see this lion here, and in the background, there's I think this is a wand or a staff. Okay, I'm trying to see. Wow. With this lion is like a shadow of a woman in the background with this flowing, cloudish-like headdress, going with the flow, standing courageous and standing in her power. And she's got in her hand, she's got the lion beneath her, giving her strength and courage, and with this wand or staff in her hand, but the staff has a crown. So it's definitely the queen stepping into your full divine feminine power. Okay? And having the strength to do so. And this lion has a paw resting right down. So there's some heavy fire energy coming out. You see this passion burning. Let's see what else. Ooh. Two cards flew out. Mercury, yeah. You see Mercury right here with the sun right here, and it's a number 15. So this is, you could be seeing 15, 15, 15. Changes for a new beginning with Mercury. And with Mercury is communication. And you just see this God here around Mercury with everything just flowing, you know, like the wind. Mercury is around a lot of air, and Scorpio, yeah, wow. So, wow, this is interesting, a number 8. And Scorpio, the death card in tarot, the sun sign for the death card is Scorpio, this transformation happening. And I'm looking at here, you see a lot of deep purples and pinks here. So definitely there is passion. There is a sword here with a lot of thunderbolts at the bottom. You see a lot of unconditional love and a lot of healing. This could be taking place, and this is an ending of some type of cycle. And what I'm getting is an ending of the struggle. And there's infinite abundance happening and coming to. And with 2 5s here, 5 and 15, which adds up to, yeah, which adds up 5 and 5 is 10, and one more is an 11. So you could be, yeah, a new beginning here with infinite abundance. This is what I'm getting here. Wow. So by Scorpio season, you will be having your full infinite abundance in money, wealth, unconditional love with the pink here. That full 10 of cups, that full 10 of pentacles. And with this Leo energy right here, which right here has a number 5, which represents change, especially when we enter the energetic opening ceremony of the Lionsgate portal, there is definitely going to be infinite change. So expect powerful changes between now and the Lionsgate portal. And the Lionsgate portal will bring that change. And by Scorpio season, everyone, which usually falls around the middle of October and the beginning of November, but October is a number 10 month. And that has things, the old, everything has completely ended. And number 10 is about power and the power of new beginnings. So that was very interesting that came out of this. I haven't pulled that deck in a while. So let us get some messages from the Twin Flame Ascension Oracle. Let's see what wants to come out. Ooh. Wow, bottom of the split. Divine 1010. Wow. Divine creativity. Receiving cosmic intelligence at this time. And the other split, another 5-5. Reprogram your soul, release, raise, and reclaim. Yeah. This is what this full moon is about. Is releasing everything and anything. The old you, the old conditioning programming, old people, old friends, or neighbors, everything, people that no longer serve you, situations that no longer serve you, materialistic things that no longer serve you, and raising your vibration when you let go of these things. And this is how you reclaim your power. And you see this heart, yeah, heart chakra activation, your heart being illuminated at this time, being expansion and open to receiving. That was interesting. That came at the bottom of the split. And I was just about to shuffle the cards. Well, let's see what else wants to come out from here. I don't know. I don't know what they want us to know. We shall see. Let's see. Let's see what else wants to come through. Let's see. Ooh, 7-7. Wow. 3 cards came out. Just right out the deck. On fire. King. And I'm seeing the King of Wands with this card. Even though it's not the King of Wands. But, yeah. Divine Masculine. Divine Emperor. Standing in their power. And 7-7, you could be seeing lots of sevens around for quite a while that your dreams are manifesting. And Empress, you've been manifesting physical union, and you see the line here, strength. You see lots of little hearts around, and it looks like a deck of cards, like playing cards, like the kings. They are they're awakening, stepping into their full power. Your Emperor is reclaiming his power and finding that strength to do so, letting go of fears that's no longer serving them. The 7-7 is that Divine Emperor is manifesting his dreams as well. Yeah, 3-3. And this is interesting, soul merger. And you have the whole chakra system with two swans here, like a caduceus, and the heart chakra, the solar plexus, the sacral, and the root chakra. And up here you have the infinity symbol. You have the third eye chakra and the crown chakra and the soul star chakra. And you've been feeling this soul merger as one. And you could be definitely seeing signs of this where everywhere you go, do whatever it is, your divine masculine is right there. Because you are one energy, you're one soul. And they are stepping into their power and they're moving forwards toward you. Yeah, 4-4. And lots of 4-4s I've been seeing too the past day or so. Again, transformation is taking place. Battling of the head versus heart. And where you know deep down inside, in your soul, this is a journey of the soul. This does not make sense when there's a battle, and you could be going through this battle of the head and heart. And everything from this journey comes from your heart space that is soul aligned. And where this doesn't make sense to the mind, to the head, the mind, and ego at all. But this transformation is taking place. And it's also saying transformation of this earth going from 4D into completely 5D. We have crossed the threshold. And where a lot of times we will be having 5D thinking. So some of you could be having a battle between your heart space and your ego at this time. It could be also, yeah, the Emperor and you. Yeah, 6-6, wow. And we just had the 6-6 portal. Seeing beyond illusions and changing your perception. And you see here right in the middle, the third eye chakra illuminated. You could see past illusions you never thought you would see before. You're seeing the truth behind things. So anything that is a false mask or anything that's not the truth or anything that's an illusion, you are seeing straight past through it just like that. Yeah. So there's been a lot of third eye chakra healing and upgrades at this time. And this has been happening for you and your Emperor, your Divine Masculine as well. A lot of third eye chakra healing. And right now, if some of them have been stuck in a karmic situation with a partner, they're seeing way past those illusions. And where this karmic, and I don't know who needs to hear this, your Emperor is triggering the karmic. And they're getting up, if they're still in that situation, they're getting ready to get up and leave. Some of them are about to run. They're seeing past the illusions, seeing things that they didn't see before. And it could be not just a karmic partner. It could be karmic family members. You could be seeing past the illusions, past family members. You could be seeing past, if you're with a karmic partner, or it could be anything that's no longer serving you that was karmic, because once those lessons are completely learned, guess what? They fall away. There's no need for them. And you're moving out of the comfort zone of being around karmic situations. And yes, it can be too comfortable because that's what you get used to. Well, this 6-6 portal was very powerful in activating your third eye chakra to see beyond illusions. Some of you have realized after that day you said, ooh, my intuition's increased. Wait a minute. Is this what's coming through for me? Yeah, that's what's coming through for you. So this is about trusting the love, trusting your intuition, and trusting yourself, and trusting your gifts. And that is what The Divine Feminine has been mirroring back to the Divine Emperor. Yeah, wow. Bottom of the deck. 6-6 again. Feminine twin activating the higher self at this time. And you could just see all this diamond white light around this feminine. You are safe, loved, and protected, and you are being activated to your highest timeline, higher self. You're activating your higher self, activating your highest timeline, and you notice all these white orbs in this white protection bubble, which is really awesome because you are safe, loved, and protected, especially during this time of activation. So if you've been dealing with karmic people or situations that you have closed out cycles with, and they're still sending some kind of lower energy toward your way, whatever it is, however it is, you are being protected from it at this time. So, let us get a message from the Talisman Oracle. Let's see what comes out. I have a Zoom call in about 12 minutes. I don't want to be rushed. I don't know if I want to go on a Zoom call. We'll see. It's a bonus call. It's an embodiment call. I think I should because I don't know if I want to be stuck with the replay later. Yeah. But this won't take long. Yeah, elixir of life, living your life. Elixir of life at this time, starting to live your life. What's come out? Yep, again, look at this. This card's about to fall. So it could be the old life falling away. Yeah, intuition, third eye chakra again. Using your intuition for everything. Feeling things out. Okay, before you act. Feeling things out before you take inspired action. Yeah, defense. And this is interesting. Wow. That's a Scorpio. So something you could have been defensive about things. You could be letting your defenses down at this time. Yeah, cast away negativity. Yeah, you could be defended against any negativity. You're casting away negativity. And there is a snake right there. Shedding the skin and letting go of any negative people, places, or thing, or anything of a lower vibrational energy, or anything of lower vibration that's no longer serving you. This is also telling me keeping up with spiritual hygiene, clearing away your energy field. And even if they're soul family members and you're lending them support or whoever it is, it doesn't even matter. It could be even neighbor, somebody in the store, casting away any negative energy around yourself, especially collective energy. And it is really crucial at this time is anytime you are out in public or anything or anybody, it is clearing your energy field and casting away any negativity. Absolutely. Yeah, healing energy. Yep. Staying and going out in nature. You see the tree here with all the roots. And it looks like it is going into the earth. You know, you could ground yourself. When you ground yourself, picture roots growing from the bottom of your feet, going into the earth. And this is like the heart chakra of Mother Earth. Transmuting. Trees are about, it's definitely grounding, but also transmuting any negative or lower energies. And it is also a defense mechanism to any negative or lower energies. So make sure you are grounded or staying grounded, going out in nature. But always make sure when you go out in nature to ground, set your intentions to release of what was or is no longer serving you. So that's just that reminder that came through for that. And trust me, it will go quickly and fast. So, let's get some messages from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine from the beautiful George Drew. Let's see what the Emperor has to say to you at this time. Or there could be things they're saying to you on the 5D that you see, feel, hear, or imagine. Let's see what they have to say to you. Yeah, I miss you. They do. You're feeling them missing you. And why do I feel lost? Yeah. Well, see, at this time they could be feeling lost. They could be feeling this is a message. They are missing you. They feel lost. They feel lost because they're lost without you. And also, they're feeling the void, the same void you've been feeling, Empress. So this is mirrored. When they're feeling lost, you're feeling lost. But this is the loss of the old self I'm getting. And they're like, whoa. So that void energy that has been here since the day before yesterday and yesterday during the full moon is everybody feeling lost. This is a mirrored energy. The void energy, yeah, I miss you. You both are been missing each other at this time. You also both could miss the old you, and it's okay to miss the old you. And that's part of you letting go of the old you. And they're missing, yeah, they're feeling lost. Because they don't know what's happening right now. And they're feeling this void energy. Yeah, I am releasing the programming and conditioning of society. Wow. Powerful card. That was the messages that came out from this deck. So this is what's being released during this full moon in Sagittarius. This is completely letting go of any programming and conditioning of family, society, ancestral I'm getting. And this is part of the transformation into the new you. You are one energy, you are one soul. You probably woke up today not thinking the same way you used to be thinking. And this is a transition into the new you. You let go of the old you. Your emperors let go of the old them. And it is time for this new beginning. So within these next 6 months, there is definitely going to be communication coming in. There is going to be reunions and or unions coming in. Some of these unions in the 3D that are coming in half of this year of 2025 and the beginning half of 2026. My guides, angels, and ancestors gave me the longest 6-month timeline there is. So it'll be half of this year and half of next year. But that is also wonderful news. I hope you have a wonderful and magical day. I am sending you all lots of love, sending you all lots of abundance and prosperity, and have a beautiful day. And see you all soon. Bye.